Wait,
Hi.
where are you going?
Just getting in my car.
Stephanie, like, we're literally doing the podcast. Where are you going?
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Just going out to
I
enjoy
have somewhere to go.
Okay. Well, you doing okay? You feeling all right?
Yes.
Okay.
I am good, my dude.
Oh, all right. Well, everybody, welcome to this episode of Steph and Rach Aren't Funny. You guys, for some reason, watched the Zoom show, so we decided to do it again.
Yes.
Because why not, right? Stephanie's on the move, and so her audio might be rough, but don't worry. If it is, I will gladly, I'll gladly fill in. Can you hear me, Steph?
Okay, here we go. I
Yeah?
can hear you perfect. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. All right, well, I'll just do all my monologues that I personally have prepared for any time when Stephanie's audio has cut out during the podcast.
Talk to you.
Well, it's never happened before because most of the time we're together. You know, we haven't had any opportunities for the audio to cut out, or else it would just cut out on both of us. But since, like, you're going to be, like, in movement, you know, I guess this could be a good opportunity, I suppose, right? Oh my God, I already can't hear her. Wow. Well, everybody, welcome to this episode of Steph and Rach Aren't Funny. This is our stress episode, which is kind of weird. Oh, there she is. She's back. She's back. She's back! So this is our stress episode. We're going to talk about stress and de-stressing and self-care, which, like, I actually have, like, a love-hate relationship with the term self-care because I'm just like, maybe the world just shouldn't be shitty. You know?
Self-care.
Yeah. But, yeah. So I know I've had a bit of a stressful week. Stephanie, would you consider yourself to have had a stressful week or year? Or,
I would consider myself to have a stressful last year, but definitely the last week has had a lot of stressful moments.
It's been a mess, you know? Like, what's happening? I don't know. The best thing, though, Stephanie, is, so, you know that picture that was in, like, the New York Times or whatever of, like, the guy, like, the Viking guy in, like, the Capitol, and there's, like, a bunch of
the guy that was, like, people thought he was called Via Getty.
No, oh my God. Well, there was another guy standing with him who also got, like, arrested. I don't know his name, but he was, like, in, like, a Trump hat or something. And people thought he was, like, my boss. People were like, oh my God, is that you, Piff the Magic Dragon? He was like, no. You really find me, like, at the Capitol, just like, yeah, we're breaking in. First of all, like, you know, he's not even, like, a citizen yet. Like, he's a permanent resident, but he's not, like, a citizen yet. So, like, that's a surefire way to get kicked out of the country, to storm the Capitol building. So we had to post something on his social media, which actually did really well. Like, people, like, thought it was so funny. But we were like, yeah, this guy is not Piff the Magic Dragon. We did, like, a side-by-side. Hashtag not Piff. Yeah, I know. It's insane.
That's crazy.
It really is crazy, and it's just been a stressful time. I mean, Kim and Kanye are apparently on the rocks, according to an alleged source, which apparently in America is what means true, which alleged does not mean true, but allegedly.
Did you hear though that it was just made up by somebody on TikTok?
Really? Oh, thank God. Because, see, like, I don't need that kind of negativity, and, like, neither does Kanye. You know, I mean.
I don't know if the Kim and Kanye being on the rocks thing is true, but the Kanye and Jeffree Star thing, some TikTok person, like, just straight up made that up and then was like, okay, I'm going to expose myself. Like, you're welcome for the memes.
Oh my God. That's like a huge thing.
Right?
It's so crazy. You know, I think that's, like, what's just stressing me out is, like, not, like, my own personal things necessarily, but just, like, the world around me, but, like, I can't control it. And I just,
yes.
Doesn't that just, like, stress you, like, the people around you who are just, like, nuts, and you're just like, man, like.
I mean, the source of my stress is mostly always the people around me.
Oh, is it really? Oh. I guess we're on opposite territory here, but it's okay. I think.
Just like everybody in the world stresses.
Yeah, just you know what? And, you know, sometimes you just need a glass of wine, l'chaim. I mean, hopefully you're not drinking because apparently you're driving.
L'chaim!
L'chaim! Could you just imagine you just, like, blah, 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 you know?
Look. Steph and Rach, Steph gets pulled over by the police.
God. Ugh, horrible. I was telling this story today, because my cousin's learning to drive, and so I was telling my aunt this story about like when I was learning how to drive, and I was telling my aunt, I was like, oh yeah, like when I like really had to learn how to drive, like I was like, my dad taught me how to drive a lot. And like the first time I had like really like driven, which like, you know, so people are like, oh, this is illegal, but like whatever. This is like 10 years ago, you know, so it's like water under the bridge. But like my dad and I went to, I'm talking about learning how to drive, and my dad and I went to the mall on Christmas Eve. So, you know, like in Vegas, like by the Galleria Mall, it's like insane over Christmas Eve, you know, because people are getting like gifts and stuff. And there's like all those other stores over there, so it's like insanely populated. So my dad and I we drive to the mall, but he drives. And then we both go into like a couple different stores and get some gifts or whatever. And then he hands me the keys when we're leaving the mall. And I like just got my permit. I was like, what are you doing? And he was like, oh, I went to a bar in the mall. You have to drive home. And I was like, what? And I had to drive home, and it was like 45 minutes, and it was insane. But honestly, I think that was like the best thing for me, you know, because
God.
I know. It was funny though. I mean, like looking back, I love that story.
And you had your learner's permit?
I did. So yeah, technically I could drive.
Okay, no, that's legal, I feel like.
Right. I think you're just supposed
to I don't know. I'm
not
giving anybody legal advice.
I'm not either. Honestly, look, I've told people on this podcast to hit somebody with their car, so nothing about Allegedly. Like,
so I feel like I should say don't drink and drive.
Don't drink and drive, and, you know, there's no proof in the pudding. Isn't that what they say? It's in the crumbs. I don't know.
I have no idea what you just said. I've never heard that before.
Stephanie. It's okay. We're going to move on from that. So I think this episode, though, getting back to the real stuff, we should, like, talk about what we do to de-stress, whether it's, like, work stress or family or whatever it is, you know, like stuff going on in the world. I mean, I think it's just a very stressful time still. And so I think maybe if we share some de-stressing remedies with the peeps, I think that would be great. I think the fans would like that. You know, the stress of listening to this podcast. I mean, my God, you know, it's like so much.
Yeah, it's a real page turner of a podcast. You know what I mean, ladies.
Yeah. So what do you do? What's like one of your go-to things to like de-stress, like to like take the edge off? Obviously wine, but besides that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I feel like I do a bunch of different things. You know, light some candles. I feel like listening to music is like a big thing for me.
Mm-hmm. I think that's good. You know what I really like to do? I like to take everything out of my closet and reorganize it and light a candle and put on music. That's like a real vibe for me. And then at least I see my closet's put together. So
actually, I'm not gonna lie, like I love doing that. Like organizing things is very cathartic.
I don't know why people do drugs. Like just go organize your closet. You'll get the same high. I promise. I mean, never done cocaine, but I could imagine it feels the exact same as snorting a line of cocaine. Because
I'm not saying that I've ever done drugs before or that I've ever done cocaine before. I'm not saying that on a podcast, but
neither. I never have.
Organizing closets is great.
Organizing closets is great. It like holds like your whole like life.
Especially when somebody else.
Especially what? You cut out. What'd you say?
Have you ever organized somebody else's closet?
Oh yeah, I've organized Anna's bedroom at least like 5 times, and it's oh my God, it's great. Because it's stuff you've never seen before, and you're so objectively just putting things together. I love organizing other people's stuff. It's like, and people are like, oh, Rachel thinks I'm so messy. And I'm like, no. I'm like
this is ugly. This is not good.
I'm just like an addict. I'm like, I don't hate your closet. I just like, I have an addiction, and I need to I need to cope. So I have to go organize someone's closet, please. You know?
Okay, so if anybody needs their closet organized,
I
they
know,
should
call
call
us.
us and we will come over
Really.
and do it for
We're
free.
we're like the Walmart version of the home edit. Like we'll come to your closet and then we'll just take everything out and then we might not put it all back, but we'll eat lunch with you. So that would be fun. I know. I love to organize.
I feel like hoarders though. Like I like to just be like, you have to throw all of this shit away.
I love that show, Hoarders. It's like, oh man, just like seeing all this stuff people own. It's like, yeah, like you don't need like 7 broken plastic lawn chairs, you know? I really like watching Hoarders. Hoarders is like a really good show. Or like that other show, My Strange Addiction. You know,
Oh my gosh, yes.
This is a show that makes me de-stress. I watch 16 and Pregnant to de-stress.
That makes me stress. That makes me feel like I am like pregnant.
No. What? No.
Because okay, are you ever like, but what if I'm pregnant?
I mean, I guess. But think about it in like this sense. We're both like 23 or 24. No, we're both 24. We're 24 now. So think about it like this. Watching 16 and Pregnant and being 24, you're like, oh my God, like my life could be so much worse, you know? And I'm sure like these girls grow up and they're glad to have their kids. But like, could you imagine having a kid at like 15 or 16? Like my God.
I can't imagine having a kid at 24.
Right.
Like that's like too much. I can't support a child.
Same. So it should make you, if you watch it, it should make you feel like you have like your life together. Like, ah, shoot, well, it could be worse. You know, I could have been 16 and pregnant. So at least you got that going for you, you know? It really helps me take the edge off. So that's something I do, which to our fans, highly recommend watching shows. Yeah. Oh yeah, like My Strange Addiction. And you're like, oh my God, it could be worse. Like I could be eating like, you know, Brillo pads. And like that's something that I look at and I'm like, oh my gosh, like A, this is horrible. But like B, I could be eating, you know, paint.
Brillo pads.
Right, Brillo pads and paint. So like at least it's like, oh, like, you know, even though my day at work sucked, I could be dressing up as a human baby and sleeping in a crib at night. Which I
oh my God, I watched that episode, and then the boyfriend like takes care of her like a baby.
Oh man, yeah. You know, that's an interesting couple. But as my grandma used to say, there's a lid for every pot. So you know, I mean,
classic Marge.
I know. Oh, Marge. I know. She's a wild woman. Gotta love her. But did I tell you though that I told you she got COVID, right?
Marge got COVID?
Yeah, but she's out of the hospital. Yeah, she's back home. She's out of the hospital. So she's good.
I just crashed my car.
Oh my God, did you? No! Stephanie, that's more stress. We cannot do, okay, we gotta edit this out.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy, but the woman is home. The best part, which is hilarious. I mean, the poor thing went in the night before her birthday, my grandmother. But she leaves me this voicemail. Like, I called her like every day. We talked, and it was great. You know, I was glad to like hear her and talk to her. But she leaves me these voicemails sometimes, and they're like 10 minutes long. And like, I'll leave somebody a voicemail, and it'll be like 30 seconds, and like the voice machine will be like, "Your time is up," and I'm like, okay. But like, she somehow like gets around to like leaving me these 10-minute voicemails. And she left me this one voicemail, and she was like, "Hi, Ray." And I was like, oh my God. I was like, woman, don't call me. Just go get some rest. And she was like, I'm fine. I'm good. I was like, oh my God. My Lord. Yeah, but she's okay. She's good, you know, and it was around her birthday, so of course, you know, a lot of people felt really bad that she was in the hospital for COVID on her birthday. So, you know, she's just like, it's my birthday, and I'm like, it's January 8th, your birthday was 5 days ago, milady, like, it was your birthday, it's not anymore, you know, but she's milking it, but honestly, I feel like she deserves to, so it's okay, but yeah, that was good. It did stress me out this past week. I was like, oh my God, but you know what, just talk to her. And, you know, was like, ah, well, at least, you know, she can talk and she's alive. So, you know, that's good. Another thing, though, that I do to de-stress, which I haven't done in a while, it's been like years, but something that I'd really like to do. Stephanie, have you ever seen Cheaper by the Dozen? by
Oh my gosh, I love that movie.
So good. So good. So you know that scene
and
where
Hilary Duff?
with Hilary Duff, who like amazing. I mean, she's having her third child. Like that like puts like blood in my veins. Yeah. But Cheaper by the Dozen, they play this game Apple Schmear where they have the racket, like a tennis racket.
And they hit the apples?
Hit apples? Yeah. I actually did do that a few years ago, and I was like, this is amazing. You're just hitting the shit out of apples, and you can get like bruised or gross ones that you won't eat, so you don't like feel guilty about it, you know? And it's so exciting. It's like even more crack. It's like you're like boom, 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 and you're just hitting apples. And it's like, that's a really good stress reliever. So if you have a tennis racket at home and some apples, what other fruit? I feel like you could do it with other fruit. Probably like bruised pears or.
Will you still be able to hear me if I navigate away from Zoom for a second?
Probably not.
All right, can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
Can you see me?
No, but it's okay. The crowd can just see me. Even though they probably don't want to. Everyone's probably like, oh my god, like we literally came here for Stephanie. But it's me.
I know, they come here for me.
Right. Yeah, that is a really good one. Playing Apple Schmear is good. And nature. I feel like nature is just like
I've never played Apple Schmear, but I would love to join you at some point.
Sometime you and I should play Apple Schmear, and I think that would be like a lot of fun. TBH. Yeah, that's good. I think just like getting outside, I feel like it's like good, you know? Like sometimes I'm like stressed, but I'm like, like here's some fucking leaves, like this makes me feel better, you know? It's like there's like oxygen in trees, you know? It's like if you get by a tree, it's like, here's more oxygen, you know, which should like make you feel better.
That is true. I love like getting out hiking, camping. It's like a real big stress reliever.
It is, you know? And I'm just like, here's some dirt, like stress gone.
Yes.
That bitch, you know? Yeah. I think that's really good. I don't know. What else do you do? Like let's say, okay, like, you have like a bad day at work. Do you have like, is there like a show you watch or like a movie? Or,
oh my gosh. Yes.
Or...
I'm actually doing it. I was really stressed, so I restarted Schitt's Creek.
Oh really? Oh, that's a good one. Schitt's Creek is a great show. I think
Schitt's Creek is such a great show.
It's a really good, like, happy show. I think a lot of people, too, like, were so surprised that Schitt's Creek won so many Emmys, and, like, a bunch of people watched it because they were like, oh, shit, like, they won all these Emmys. Like, this must be a good show. And I agree. I think it's, like, just the perfect amount of emotion. It's kind of like, you know, it's like Parks and Rec or The Office. Like, you get, like, 7%, 10% of emotion in it, you know? And, like, the perfect amount. I'd be like, oh, okay, this is wholesome, but also, like, the other 93% is just funny and entertaining and just makes you feel good. I think that's a really good show. I think Reno 911, oh my god, that show's hilarious. That show's really good. I think it's really good to just kind of like sit and watch something. My mother watches Friends. I think she's seen every episode of Friends like 10 times. Probably more, quite honestly. Every night.
Can I admit something to you that I've never told you?
Oh my god, yeah.
I'm not the biggest Friends fan.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fine. It was my sister's favorite show at like age 5, which I don't know what that says about my family.
I mean, we always like just. I feel like I've watched more Friends with you than I've ever just like elected to watch it.
Right. I think it's like acquired. You know, I think like when it came out, it was really good. But I feel like if like Friends came out now, people would just be like, whatever, you know. But it's just like a different kind of humor. It's like humor evolves, you know, and like if you're not like, if you don't feel like that attachment to Friends, then you're like, yeah, like why is this so good, you know? But like my sister and my mom really like it, so like I'm like, yeah, like this is good, and it is. It's like I think it's a decent show, but yeah, it's definitely, I don't know if it's like my favorite show by any means, you know. I think there's a lot of shows I like more than that, but it's just, you know, it just depends. Like that 70s show, that's a great show that I love to just like watch. Or Reba's good.
Reba actually is great.
Reba's great. Like, that's a good, like, stress relieving show, you know? I mean, a single mother who works 2 jobs, like, come on. Like, it doesn't get any more wholesome than that, you know, for a feel-good mood. Ugh.
You're so right.
Thank you. I do love Reba. Are you okay, Stephanie? You've been driving for, like, so long, and I'm just, like, genuinely worried.
I think that I got lost. No, I think I'm good.
You think you're good?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Mm.
Yeah.
You know something I also like to do?
What else?
You know those chocolate advent calendars you get like on Christmas or like on like December 1st and you like, eat a piece of chocolate every day?
But you just like to eat the whole chocolate?
I just eat the whole thing. That's what I do. I just rip that fucking thing open and I'm just like, all right, it's time, you know? And that, oh my God, that puts lead in my pencil. I'm like, oh man, I had a bad day. I'm going to eat this whole advent calendar. That makes me feel really good. The worst thing is, though, is my dad does that too. So obviously, you know, the bitch doesn't fall far from the tree, apparently.
Yeah.
You're on the move. Oh.
I am on the move.
You're on the move. All right.
I may or may not have just locked my keys in my car, but we're on the move.
Oh my God. You locked your keys in your car?
I don't remember where I put my keys. I think they're in my purse.
I really hope they are because I don't want you to be stranded wherever you're going. That doesn't sound like pleasurable.
I'm at the right place.
Oh my gosh, so exciting. Okay, well, you're going to Walmart. No Walmart sucks. Target, you're going to Target. Or
I love Target. I actually went to Target yesterday.
That's a good stress reliever. Just walking around Target. That's good. Did you get anything at Target or no?
Hold on a second.
Okay. Yeah, people are always like, oh, why you go to Target or like World Market? That's a great store to just dote around in and just look for things. And then people are like, oh, like, what do you have to go to World Market for? And I'm like, I don't know, but I'll find out when I get there. It's fine. You know,
Yeah.
Find some like cute little rose-shaped soaps or something, you know, or like some little matcha Kit Kat bars or something, you know?
That is a great thing to do to de-stress, but I actually have something that's my favorite thing to do to de-stress.
I just got a knock on the door.
I guess you better go catch it.
I guess I better. My refrigerator's running. Better go catch it. Oh. Wait. What? Stephanie? Oh my gosh. This is a complete surprise, and I had no idea this was coming. Let's get off the Zoom call. Yeah. What? Oh my God, come. You want to sit? Come sit. We'll finish the episode together.
Well, I brought you a gift.
Stephanie brought me a gift. Oh my gosh.
It had this on it, and then I ripped it off.
Should I rewrap it and then unwrap it? Let's do it. Yay. All right, I'm going to open it for the people.
Okay.
Do you think they're going to like it? You're welcome to sit.
I'm going to grab a cup.
Oh my God, these are bad bitch nails. Oh my goodness. I'm going to look just like Rihanna with these on. Wow. How did you know these are my favorite scents from Bath and Body Works?
Because we are friends.
Oh, yes. Scary. Actually, this is one of my favorite things to de-stress with, is I love to just open gifts. This is like ultimate crap. But I like to give gifts more. Wow. The beach. How do you know the beach is my favorite place? Oh my gosh, it's not coming off. Wow. It's really nice to hang out with your friends. I think that's the best.
I like giving gifts too.
Giving gifts is amazing.
Gift.
Right. Here, come sit. Come sit with the pug.
I feel like they won't be able to see me.
Yeah, they will. I'm gonna move the camera so people can see you.
Well,
Wow, we've never done like this together before.
Well, I mean, we have.
Well, yeah, but like the video. We've never done the video together before.
Correct.
This is exciting. I think laughter is the best medicine, right? For
Yeah,
stress?
you're not done opening the gift.
What do you mean?
No, I just almost touched it. No, your other hand. Yeah, put that down. Now put your hand down. Yeah, move it to the right. No, to the right. You like your hand?
Oh! I was like, what? Oh my God, this is so cute! It's a Steph and Rach keychain!
Yes.
Oh my God, it's our first episode! Wow, all my stress has literally just evaporated into the air. Isn't that right, Roxy? Roxy's like, I'd rather kill myself right now than be here, but that's okay.
Oh, she's wagging her tail. She's so happy.
Well, I think she does it because she's nervous. Because she's just like a nervous Nelly.
Happy.
Oh, this is so exciting. Thank you. Wow, this is a nice gift.
Thank you.
I think this is like a perfect way to like circle back the episode or whatever. Friendship.
Oh.
Wow. I can't wait for people to just listen to this and not watch the video and then just hear the end of this with Roxy snorts and Tina just like breathing and coughing. I think it's going to be really great.
Well, for people who are just listening, I got Rachel a keychain that looks like a Spotify podcast episode.
Yeah, it looks like our little episode. It's how they look, which I think is really exciting because we always need more merch. Right?
And more pugs.
And yeah, we have both the pugs here. So
if you're hearing merch, it's somebody else's merch.
Right, but it's us, so it's our merch.
It's us.
Yeah, we have 2 pugs with us. So if you're like, oh, Stephanie and Rachel have real bad breathing issues this episode, it's actually just the pugs. And Stephanie also got me some hand sanitizer and lotion and body spray and fake little press-on nails, which I actually really love. So I'm very into that. I think this is some good self-care stuff. How did you know? It's like you knew.
It is like I told you what I wanted to talk about during this episode.
Right. Stress. Honestly, it's true. I mean, I hope everybody, figures out whatever they need to do for self-care. If your boss is like, oh, we care about self-care, they probably don't. It's just, corporate. But, it's okay. I'm just sick of, Oh my God, she just lunged herself. She was like, I hate this podcast. Yikes. I know, that was rough.
But a thumbs up from Tina.
Tina is like, as long as I'm held and fed, life will be okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think, you know what? Whatever you do to de-stress, as long as you're not, murdering anybody, I think it's great. Do what you gotta do. Go and smear some apples or, go touch some leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you gotta do what's
And Eugene Leffy was in Cheap Brothers too.
Oh, that's right. Eugene was in it. Oh my God, full circle. Schitt's Creek and Cheaper by the Dozen. Go watch Cheaper by the Dozen. I think that's like a great way to de-stress.
Go watch Schitt's Creek.
Or go watch Schitt's Creek, right? I think do what you gotta do, man.
I don't know why.
This has been a great episode. I bet people are like, wow, this is insane. I think it's good.
Yes.
I think this was a good episode. Wow. All right. Well, everybody, thanks for watching/listening. You guys watched the last episode, so you obviously must have kind of liked it. Shoot, we should get a clip from Hannah. Either put Hannah on yet. Shit. All right. Anna, if you're watching this, we have the intent to reach out to you, and we have had it for the past 4 episodes. We just forget, and then
I expect Rachel to do that. So
she does expect me to do that, and then I forget, and then it doesn't happen, and I'm like, next week, and now here we are. So,
I like your earrings.
Oh, thanks. Butterfly, fly away.
Very I feel like I had head clips like that.
Head clips? Oh, I could really go for a butterfly hair clip right now.
Yeah.
That's crack. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for tuning in to our stress episode. Let us know what you do to de-stress, because we can always use more tips, Eventually, the drug of cleaning out your own closet wears off. So, if you have a tip for us, if you also eat a whole advent calendar, let us know, because I find it hard to believe it's just my father and I who do that. So, hit us up, everybody.
Yes.
We hope you enjoyed this episode. A titty ta-ta.
Titty ta-ta.
Bye.